Have you ever wondered why crows are often associated with mystery and intelligence in folklore? Well, it's not just because they're black and sleek or because they're associated with many a poetic verse, it's because crows are in fact incredibly intelligent. Crows have been observed using tools, a trait that we usually only associate with primates. Some crows, for instance, have been seen crafting hooks from twigs to fish out insects from tree bark. Others have been observed dropping nuts onto busy roads, letting the cars crack open their hard shells, and then waiting for the right moment to swoop down and enjoy their meal. And it's not just tools. Crows have an uncanny ability to recognize human faces. If you've ever crossed a crow, beware, they are likely to remember you. They even have a memory for events and can recall specific details years later. So, crows aren't just smart, they're incredibly intelligent, much like primates. Did you know that crows live in tight-knit families and have a complex social structure? That's right. These feathered creatures are not just intelligent but also highly social, living in family units that can sometimes span multiple generations. Imagine a large family reunion but with wings. That's what a crow's family looks like. The young ones, even after they've grown, often stick around with their parents, helping to raise their younger siblings. They don't just fly off at the first sign of adulthood. No, they stay, they learn, they contribute. It's a community, a real family. Now, here's something that might give you chills. Crows hold what can be likened to funerals for their dead. When a crow dies, others gather, cawing loudly and gathering around the deceased. It's not just an eerie spectacle, it's a learning opportunity. They're trying to figure out what caused the death, to avoid the same fate. It's a somber moment of reflection and learning, a testament to their intelligence and their deep sense of community. But their social skills don't stop at family and funerals. Crows are fantastic communicators, especially when it comes to danger. If a crow spots a threat, it doesn't just fly away silently. It caws, it alerts its brethren, it makes sure the message gets across. Because in the world of crows, it's all for one and one for all. And what's more, crows don't just recognize each other, they remember. They remember faces, places, and even specific events. If you've ever wronged a crow, be careful. They hold grudges and they don't forget. So next time you see a crow, take a moment to marvel at its social complexity. These are not solitary, mindless creatures. They're intelligent, they're social, and they're deeply connected to their kin. The social dynamics of crows are not just fascinating, they're surprisingly human-like. Ever wonder how crows interact with us humans? Well, it's a fascinating spectacle to observe. One of the most intriguing aspects about crows is their ability to recognize and remember human faces. That's right, if a crow has seen your face once, it's likely they'll remember you. Studies have shown that crows can remember a human face for several years. So, if you've ever been dive-bombed by a crow, it might be personal. Now, this uncanny ability to recognize individuals extends not just to their own kind, but to humans as well. It's a survival strategy. In the wild, recognizing friend from foe can be a matter of life and death. And in the case of humans, those who might pose a threat and those who might provide a tasty morsel of food are stored away in a crow's memory. But it's not just about remembering faces. Crows are also capable of holding grudges. If a crow has had a negative experience with a particular person, they'll remember, and they'll hold a grudge. They've been known to scold and even attack people they perceive as threats. So, if you've ever upset a crow, you might want to watch your back. Crows are also incredibly adaptable creatures, thriving in urban environments alongside humans. They're not just survivors, but opportunists, capitalizing on our waste as a food source and using our buildings as nesting sites. Their remarkable intelligence and flexibility allow them to navigate the concrete jungles we call home, making them a regular part of the urban landscape. So, next time you see a crow, remember that it's not just a bird. It's a creature with an incredible memory, a knack for holding grudges, and an uncanny ability to adapt to the human world. These interactions between crows and humans can teach us a great deal about these remarkable birds and our own impact on the natural world. So, if you ever annoy a crow, beware, they just might remember you. What do you think a crow likes to eat? A fascinating question, isn't it? The diet of crows is as diverse and complex as their intelligence and social structure. Crows are omnivores, meaning they eat both plants and animals. They love to feast on fruits, nuts and seeds, but they won't say no to insects, worms, or even small mammals and birds. They also have a penchant for human leftovers, making our trash cans a veritable smorgasbord for these clever birds. From pizza crusts to burger remains, if it's edible, a crow is likely to give it a try. Their feeding habits are just as intriguing. Crows are smart, opportunistic and adaptable. They're known to follow other animals and swoop in to share their meals. They'll even drop hard-shelled nuts onto roads for cars to crush, demonstrating a level of problem-solving that's quite remarkable for a bird. But it's not all about scoring a free lunch. Crows also play a crucial role in our ecosystems as scavengers. Scavengers are nature's clean-up crew. They help to keep our environment clean by consuming carcasses and waste that could otherwise spread disease. The diet of a crow is not only about survival, but also about opportunity. They'll eat what's available, adapting to the environment they find themselves in. Whether it's in the heart of a bustling city or in the quiet of a rural countryside, crows find a way to thrive. So what does this mean for us? Well, it's a reminder of the incredible adaptability of nature. In the face of changing environments and circumstances, life finds a way to not just survive, but to flourish. Crows, with their diverse diet and adaptable feeding habits, are a perfect example of this. Crows are not picky eaters, and this adaptability is key to their survival in various environments. So next time you see a crow, remember it's not just a bird. It's a testament to the resilience and adaptability of nature itself. Have you ever noticed how crows often feature in mythology and culture? These ebony birds are not just intelligent and social creatures, they've also captivated the human imagination for centuries, playing significant roles in various cultural mythologies and beliefs. Let's start our journey in ancient Greece. Here, the crow was seen as a symbol of prophecy and wisdom. The god Apollo, known for his prophetic powers, counted crows among his sacred animals. These birds were believed to be his messengers, carrying whispers of the future. Now let's fly over to Native American cultures. In many tribes, the crow holds a place of honor as a symbol of creation and transformation. For the Haida tribe of the northwest coast, the crow is a central figure, a trickster, who, through his antics, brings the world into existence. But it's not all reverence and respect. In some cultures, crows have a darker reputation. Medieval Europe, for instance, saw crows as omens of death and misfortune, their caws echoing the finality of life. This belief likely stemmed from the crow's dietary habits, as they were often seen around battlefields and cemeteries, feeding on the remains left behind. In Japan, the crow, or karasu, holds a dual symbolism. They are seen as symbols of family love and unity, attributed to their strong social structure. Yet they also hold a more ominous reputation, associated with death and the afterlife. And let's not forget literature. From Aesop's fables to Edgar Allan Poe's haunting narrative poem, The Raven, crows and their kin have been powerful symbols in storytelling, often representing wisdom, transformation, or doom. From being seen as bad omens to divine messengers, crows hold a special place in our stories and beliefs. These beautiful birds, with their glossy black feathers and piercing eyes, have been woven into the fabric of our cultures, reminding us of the deep and enduring connections between humans and the natural world.